Good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiera, your friendly neighborhood regional flight attendant, and may the 4th be with you. It is currently 6:28. It's the start of a 5-day short call block, and to no one's surprise, I'm sitting hot today. I don't have to check in for another 30 minutes. I'm gonna relax, eat my breakfast, and see what the day brings. Alright, it's 9:23 and I've been called off hot for 2 turns. So a Cleveland turn and a Wilmington, North Carolina turn. Shouldn't be too long. So I'm gonna head up and do that Cleveland turn first, and then we'll go from there. I'm on board my aircraft. The other flight attendant stepped off for a second, so we're just waiting for her to come back. Y'all. So, literally, like 2 minutes ago, I told you that I had the Cleveland turn and then I had a Wilmington, North Carolina turn. Before I even got on this aircraft, crew scheduling sent me a pairing modification. So I have the Cleveland turn and then I have a Lansing, Michigan turn. Let's see. That's changed. It's already changed twice. So we'll see if it'll change again. So we have made it to Cleveland. It's going to be a completely full flight heading back. And of course we have some connections. So it should be coming down shortly so we can get on up out of here. Get back to DC, and as of right now I still have the Lansing turn, so we'll see if it stays that way. It is 4:32 and we are finally doing this Lansing turn. Don't worry, we will unwind and recap when I get to the car. Passengers should be coming down shortly because we of course are delayed. So I'll hit y'all to what happened when we get in there, when we get to the bar. It is 9:38, y'all, and I have finally made it to the car. A day has been had. I think the last time I checked in with you guys, were we leaving Lansing? I don't know. Well, let's start with my day. So as y'all saw, I sat hot, had the Cleveland turn, and then I had a Lansing turn that was supposed to be right after, that was not right after. And there was supposed to be a Wilmington turn in there too. So we had a whole bunch of turns. So the Lansing turn ended up getting delayed. So we were 3.5 hours sit from when I got to DC, when I got back to DC from the Cleveland turn. So I had stopped and got some food because I had got the notification that my aircraft was at the gate. So I got me some mezza, got me a little junior bowl. It was good. I get to the gate, I see the rest of my crew, and I was kind of confused. I was like, I wonder why they're not on the aircraft yet. I get up there, the pilots are like, so yeah, the aircraft's on maintenance. I said, for what? For what? So it had some engine, something with the engine. So there were these 2 other pilots that were taking it, like taxing it around, trying to do whatever they had to do for the maintenance. And they were like, yeah, it's going to be delayed about an hour. It was already an hour sit. So now it's 2 hours sit. So then we were waiting for aircraft to come in from, I think it came in from Des Moines. So we're sitting at the gate. We started one gate. I think we were at E54. Then we get a notification the gate has changed. We're now at E58. it's all in the same area, so I ain't going nowhere. I was just sitting there eating. Like, just ain't nothing I can do about the delay, so no need to get upset about the delay. Then we move another gate. So now we're waiting for our aircraft to come in. We're like, all right, bet. When it gets here, we have no APU, which means we have to get a manual start at the gate. So that was a whole thing. We finally get to Lansing. The passengers, they loved us. We kept the energy light. We had a good time. We made them feel good. We did the best we could, and they appreciated it. They really did appreciate it. Both the passengers from DC to Lansing and the Lansing to back to DC passengers. So I love what I do. I love that I can build people up and try to make frustrating situations a little less frustrating. So it was definitely appreciated. They all said it. I felt it. It was great. You would think that would be the end of my trials and tribulations. No. Get outside. Shuttle bus pulls up. They turn all the lights off. What's going on? He starts messing around with something. It's like, we get on, and he's like, nope, bus not working. So now we got to get off and wait for the next bus to come. I was like, y'all, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. It's just been a day. This is day 1 of 5. And this right here tells me exactly why I don't do 5-day blocks. This is exactly why I don't do 5-day blocks. Because this is wild. My day started early AF. I went to the gym this morning. Then it's just been a day. Overall, it's been a good day. I will say that. But it's been a day. Can't wait to see what tomorrow brings. And I'm sure y'all can't either. So I'm going to go home now. And we're going to see what tomorrow brings. Good morning. Reporting live from the employee lot. Again. Just a little under 12 hours later. It is currently 8:37 a.m. And I have as of right now, well, let's look and see if it's still what it is. As of the time that I left the house, it was just a Rochester turn. So DC to Rochester, Rochester back to DC. We are refreshing, and it is still just a DC to Rochester, Rochester to DC turn as of right now. So I have a 9:46 report time. So I'm going to get my life together and start making my way to the airport. Shuttle bus should be coming through soon. But, yeah, this morning, y'all, I woke up, I was exhausted. Oh, I felt so exhausted. But after I took a shower, I felt rejuvenated. Something about that hot water just wakes you up. So, and I also think the weather is playing a part. It's really gloomy here. I don't know if you can tell. Like, yes, you can tell it's daytime, but it's Cinco de Mayo. Like, and it's so blah outside right now. But it's all good. We're going to have a good day. It is, when I checked, it wasn't a completely full flight. When I checked it this morning, I'll check it again when we get inside. I know my gate has changed a couple times, but I just look at the notification and keep it pushing. I'm like, I'm not even at the airport yet. I'm not even going to worry about no gate changes till I get in there. So we're going to go ahead and start making that shake, make it happen. Like I said, the shuttle bus should be coming soon. So I'm going to get my life together so I can get in the shuttle bus before what looks like could be rain coming this way. to the aircraft. It's early. It's only 9:18, so I still haven't even checked in. But whew, we are getting ready to go. Well, getting ready, waiting for everyone to come on so that we can go about our business. So, still just have the Rochester turn. We'll see if it stays that way. I'm gonna wait to check in because I feel like if I check in too early, they get too excited. They may put me on something else, and I'm already down here. So, I'm gonna wait to the last possible minute to have to check in. Okay, so we board in about 7 minutes, and there's been a modification to my pairing. Y'all won't believe this. Well, you might. When we get back from Rochester, as of right now, I have a 6-hour sit, and then work a flight from DC to Des Moines. I like Des Moines. It's not too bad. Then tomorrow, it's Des Moines back to DC, then a Columbus turn out of Des Moines. And I don't know what else they could give me after the Columbus turn, because we get in, as of right now, we get in at 9:30 p.m. Not much is going out after that. I got 3 or 4 more 5-day blocks this month. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, y'all. I do not know if I'm gonna make it, because I had 3 more 5-day blocks this month. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, because this is wild. But we'll see. We shall see. I'll definitely keep you guys updated as we go on. Like I said, catering just came on, so we boarded 6 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready for pre-departure. So we have made it to Rochester. We had 9 minutes before boarding. It was bumpy all the way here, unexpectedly bumpy. So we weren't able to do service, and we're expecting it to be the same way going back. So I'm gonna try and get them all my first class, all that pre-departure, everything that they could possibly want while on the ground, because once we're in the air, probably not gonna be able to do anything. So, but it's about the same amount of people going back to DC, so we should be able to get them on and get them out of here without any problems. So I will see you guys when we get to DC. As of right now, they have, I think I mentioned they added a Des Moines overnight with a 6-hour sit. Can't forget that. And then the Des Moines to DC, and then Columbus turn. And I can tell they're already not anticipating using me because they pushed back my report time for the following day. So I'll probably end up going home tomorrow night again. So this time they are turning me every which way, including loose, to then reel me back in. 5 days. It's because it's 5 days, and I know that it's because it's 5 days. Still in Rochester, we are going to be delayed because we now have a 12:55 departure time because of conditions in DC. It was raining and it's a little cloudy here. It was extremely turbulent on the way here from DC, so we're expecting similar conditions on the way back. So now we're boarding in 20 minutes. So I should still be within the window to get a day room, but don't you worry, I will let you guys know if I'm not. And if I'm not, and they don't give me a turn, I'm going to sit in my car. I am not sitting in the airport. That's just not going to happen. So, or I might even head home, get me some food, and then come back. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. now they have redeemed the day room experience for me. It is 3:40 and I am in my day room. This whole ordeal from calling to getting the shuttle to getting to the hotel, all under an hour, and that is how it should be. So my flight does not leave out until 7:51. It's 3:40 right now. I'm gonna change my clothes and I'm gonna go downstairs and eat because I am starving. And then we're just gonna chill in the hotel. This is a different hotel than the last one that I had the day room at, and I like it. So let's go ahead and get changed and get downstairs. Making my way downstairs. Very successful day room experience this time. I was able to eat and get me a nap. Now I'm gonna head back to the airport. It's currently 6:45. My inbound should be landing in the next 15 minutes. So I should be able to get there by the time they finish deplaning. We are finally in Des Moines. Oh my goodness, y'all. Today has been a day. So, while I iron, we'll do an unwind and recap of today. So, to start off, it is currently day 2 of 5. And what a day it's been. So, this morning, I had a Rochester turn. It was very turbulent, very, very turbulent, going to Rochester and coming back to DC. So, going to Rochester, I was unable to do service at all in the air. Coming back to DC, it was a little smoother when we first got the A-OK to get out our jump seats. So we still didn't do service in the main cabin, but I was able to do service for first class. Although I did a full service for them on the ground because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do a service in the air. But since it was smooth enough, I did get them taken care of. So that was nice. We had on-time departure for DC to Rochester. Due to the traffic coming into DC, we had to leave, I think it was like 20, 30 minutes later going back to DC. So that was a bit of a hassle. So we had quite a few people who now had a tight connection, but they all should have made it, hopefully. So it's still a good thing. We must be short-staffed with rampers in DC because it was, I think the captain said, he was like, there's more planes coming in than there are ground crew to service them. So our valet bags, some of them, there was a bit of a hold up for them, but I hope that no one that had to wait had a connection, or at least not a tight connection. So when we finally got back to DC from Rochester, I called crew scheduling to get a day room. Now, yeah, if you've been following my vlogs, then you know that I've gotten a day room one other time, and it was an epic fail going through that. It took me 3 hours to get situated, and I only had like 2.5 hours to like rest, and it was a whole thing. So this time I had a 5.5 hour sit, and I told myself, when I called, the rep told me, she was like, give it 20 minutes, we'll get it, put the request in, get you situated, and then you should have the hotel information. So I was like, okay. I set a timer on my watch, y'all. I set a timer on my watch for 20 minutes. So she said 15, 20 minutes. So I was like, okay, I'll give them the full 20. And once it got to like 18 minutes or so, I sent an email to our hotel email address so that I could see if they had set it up. And y'all, this time they did. I was able to get to the hotel and relax. I was able to eat, which was much needed, especially once I tell y'all about this DC to Des Moines flight. So I was able to eat, and I appreciated that. I even was able to I think I took like an 1.5 hour nap after I ate. So I was feeling good. Came back to the airport. By the time I got through security and to my gate, my inbound flight was still deplaning. So they were just waiting for the valet bag, so I was able to go down, get myself all situated, and all was good. So by the time I got there, I think we still had like, I think we had like 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes until boarding. Now, I did notice as I was walking through the airport, it was starting to get, the clouds were starting to get dark. I was like, it's looking very gloomy. It's looking very stormy outside. Like it's like the storm is about to come. So we are getting all situated, and as we're boarding, it starts raining. So, well, actually, no, right before we started boarding, it started raining. So we had asked, like, hey, should we still board? Even though it looks like, storms are coming through, are we going to be able to get out of here on time? For us, we would much rather have the passengers sit in the terminal than sit on the aircraft for an array of different reasons. One, we only have one bathroom on this aircraft. We had a 700 today. So that's a thing. Two, we don't get paid until that main cabin door is closed. So it's essentially like babysitting when these maintenance delays happen or weather delays happen and we have the passengers on board. Like, this is all free labor. It's not like we make it up on the back end or anything like that. So that is a thing as well. Ooh. So we fully board and it starts storming. And the valet bags are still sitting in the jetway because the ramps have closed. So, and for obvious reasons, like it's for safety reasons, they can't have anyone outside and working on metal while it's thundering and lightning in the area. So there's that. So like I said, all the valet bags are in the jetway. We are unable to close the main cabin door because the jetway is still attached to the aircraft. So the gate agent was like, since the ramp is closed, there were 2 people who their flights were delayed coming in. So he was like, since the ramp is closed, he's just going to keep the flight open so that if they make it before we get the clear, then they can come on the aircraft and we can, go about our business. So there's that. So we're literally sitting on the aircraft, and I want to say we sat there for maybe like an hour, 15 minutes. Our captain was really good about, making announcements and keeping the passengers informed about what was going on. Thankfully, this is not a flight where people were trying to connect anywhere. So it was all, this is their destination. It's just getting here. So there's that. So we finally get the A-OK. It's raining, cats and dogs. It is like there's water coming through the main cabin door, sliding into the flight deck. It's like a swimming pool in there. My other flight attendant, like, she keeps wiping it down, trying to make it so that our pilots, don't drown in the flight deck because it was so bad. We ended up calling someone to mop in the front area, like in that galley area, so that it was safe to be there and we didn't have to keep using all of our napkins. So we finally made it to Des Moines. Captain, he was flying that thing because we shaved, I think he was able to shave like 20 minutes off of our flight time getting here. So that was great. We got here, loved the hotel. They had to, because it's so late, far as getting here. They did set up a cab service to come get us. They brought us to the hotel. And yeah, now here we are. This is my third time staying in Des Moines. And it's nice. Each time I stay here, I'm in like a different style room. And I love that. This room is, I think this is the biggest room that I've stayed in. Like as spacious as it is, has a couch. As you guys saw as I was unpacking things. It only has one bed, but that seems to be a theme here for the rooms that we get. I like it. I love this hotel. I had big plans when I got here. I was going to go to the gym. I'm wearing my pajamas right now. The bonnet is on. I'm going to bed. And I did lay out my gym clothes for tomorrow if I am able to get up and go. I'm not going to force myself. So we'll go from there. Tomorrow, we just have 3 legs. So as of right now. So we have Des Moines back to DC. And then it's a Columbus turn through DC. So DC to Columbus, Columbus back to DC. And then we should be done by 9:30. I don't know what the weather is going to look like tomorrow. I haven't checked. I don't feel like checking. I'll check later. So we'll see if storms and things like that are going to interfere with our flying tomorrow. Hopefully they don't. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hang up this uniform, pack stuff away that I don't need, and then we're going to bed, y'all. We're going to bed. I've been pretty active this morning. Haven't said much, but I've been pretty active. I got up, it was a little before 8, and I went to the gym, did a quick core workout. I only did 20 minutes because I wanted to go get breakfast. So I didn't do cardio. Yeah, not sad about that. I went and then came back to the room, put my sweatsuit on, and then went to have breakfast. So I just finished breakfast, came upstairs. It is now 9:47, and my van time is 11:30. So I'm gonna go ahead and shower now and get my life together so I can just relax until I gotta go downstairs. That seems like a good thing to do. I am not sure if I mentioned on the first day of this, it's only day 3 of 5, and I feel like so much has happened. But on day 1, while I was sitting hot, I did start doing some of my recurrent LMSs. So after I shower, I'll probably try and go through some more of those so I can get those done. And like I said, just relax. If I want to get the LMSs done before I start editing more videos. It's May 6th, and I currently have videos scheduled through the 14th. And although that seems like a long time, I think that only means I think I only have 3 more videos scheduled to post right now. So I want to hurry up, get the LMSs finished so I can get back to editing and get those videos uploaded. Yeah, because I think I still have at least 2 or 3 that I recorded on my phone. So like I said, I'm still working on getting to the videos that I've been recording on the camera, which love, by the way. I feel like each time I pull it out, I learn new things about it. I took a picture for the first time today on the camera, and I'll insert the picture here so you guys can see. I enjoyed it. So learning more about the camera, enjoying the camera, comfortable pulling the camera out. So yeah, go ahead and get my life together. We still just have 3 legs today. So Des Moines to DC, and then the Columbus turn out of DC. And then I should be going home today. And then I'll sit short call tomorrow, and we'll see. It's still a possibility they'll give me a layer, or they hit me somewhere, or just give me an overnight. I don't put anything past them. So go ahead and get my life together, and yeah. Downstairs, it's 11:24. We have 11:30 van time. I'm gonna go down and meet my crew. that's why I was in DC, but obviously we made it there first. And I'm just waiting for when we start sending the passengers there so we can get back to DC. That is the game. I keep refreshing this thing to see when they're going to start scanning them in. We read. Me and my other flight attendant, we went through, we cleaned the cabin. I kept the ice, which was still good. But we didn't have nothing holding us up. So it should be coming down shortly. We can get out of here. We've made it back to DC, y'all. I'm in the car. Gonna let my car warm up a little bit. It's not cold outside, but it's cold enough that I want to be wrapped in some heat right now. So let's see. Well, how is we're heading home, but I still have 2 more days available on short call, so we're just gonna start there. So I laugh because quite a bit has happened. Let's see. So started this morning. We had Des Moines to DC. That was like an hour 46-minute flight. Not too bad. It was completely full flight. And then we had about an hour and a half sit when we got back to DC. I was able to get through 2 more of my LMSs, and I just have 1 more to do. I'll get it done eventually. It's not due till the 1st of June. So it'll be done before then. It'll be done within this 5-day block. When I got back, I actually saw quite a few flight attendants that I've flown with before. I was happy to see them because I haven't seen them in a while. And they were all going to different places. 2 of the ones that I know, they were working the same flight. So I was like, oh, this is great. Y'all gonna have a good time. So y'all both got good energy. Y'all gonna have a good time on that flight. Then we had the DC to Columbus. So that one was a 56-minute flight. Wasn't too bad. We got the passenger. It wasn't a completely full flight. Got the passengers there. So when we got to Columbus, because it was a quick turnaround, and by the time we got to the gate, it was time for us to start boarding. Me and the other flight attendant, we went through and picked up what we could pick up, like cleaned the cabin real quick. She was aft, so she took care of the trash in the lab so that we could get these passengers on and make it to DC. So we went. When we finally left, I think we closed the door maybe like 5 minutes late because they didn't start sending the pass. So we start boarding 30 minutes before we need to depart. They didn't start sending the passengers down until we were like 15 minutes from when we needed to depart. So that was a bit of a hassle, but we only closed the door 5 minutes after that time. So we got in, and as soon as we finished everything, I called them, telling them we secure for takeoff. We were in line to get on up out of there and get to DC. Now when we got to DC, we landed like 10 minutes early from our arrival time, but our gate was occupied, so we had to wait in the little, my captain called it the penalty box. We had to wait there for a little bit, and then, but because we had to wait there, we waited there so long, we got to our gate 25 minutes after we were supposed to. So we had quite a few people who, unless they're holding that flight for them, I don't think they're gonna make their connection. Like, when we landed, if we had went straight to our gate and deplaned, they got valet bags and everything, then we would have been able to go straight to our connection. But that did not happen. So hopefully they can get accommodated. So we did everything we could to get them there. I made the announcement a couple times to allow those with a tight connection to deplane first so they can try to make it to their gate. I did everything that I could to accommodate them. The captain was making announcements throughout while we were sitting there to keep the passengers informed, which was great. But unfortunately, I don't think they made it to their gates. But I made it to my car. As soon as we came in, my other flights, and we parked in the same parking lot actually. So as soon as we came out, the employee bus was pulling up. I was like, oh, this is just perfect timing. So I'm about to head home to get some much needed rest. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. As of right now, I am sitting short call starting 8 a.m. So, and it is 10:22. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my way home. And we will see what the rest of this 5-day block brings. It is only day 3. I feel like I have been through so much. And I think I only feel that way because I haven't done a 5-day block in months. I want to chill. I don't think I've done them this year because I avoid them like the plague. And what's crazy is, as wild as this short call block has been, and as much as I'm saying how wild it is, y'all, I'm low-key having fun. I laugh at what the aviation throws at me. I make the most of it. And that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna stress about it. We're gonna roll with it. But this is just the first 5-day block of the month of May. I still have 2 more, 3 more. I said it before. We'll figure it. Acting like I record on my phone still. I could pull it up right now and see how many I have. Three more. We have 3 more 5-day short call blocks. Y'all, this is just so funny. So we rolling with it. But I'm gonna go ahead and roll out, head home, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings. We will see what tomorrow brings. So I just made it home. As I was turning on my street, y'all won't believe who called me. Y'all won't believe it. Actually, y'all might believe it. Screw Scheduling called me. Because we sat on the tarmac for so long, I wasn't released until 10:06. So they had to push my report time back. But instead of pushing it back for a short call, they want me to sit hot tomorrow. Y'all, she was so chipper when she was telling me this. She was like, yeah, cause you weren't released until 10:06. You won't get your full 10 hours of rest. Cause they've been minimum resting me this entire trip. I won't get my full 10 hours of rest. So we're going to have you sit hot at 9. Y'all, just gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna go inside and I'm just gonna get ready for bed. Cause this wild. Freaking wild. So, was not used. Got to sit in the airport for 8 hours, but only get paid for 4, y'all. Oh, living the dream. Living the dream. I was productive though. I got all of my recurrent LMSs finished. I was able to edit and upload another video into the schedule rotation and get halfway through editing another video. I saw a couple of my flight attendant friends, so that was fun. It was good to see them. I haven't seen them in a while, so it was a pleasure to see them and talk to them for a little bit. And now I get to sit in rush hour traffic, not just coming to work today. I get to sit in it going home too. I live for this type of stress in my life. But let me go on before more folk get out on this road, y'all. And we'll see. I am available tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. But hopefully they just let me sit at home, because driving to the airport almost every day of my 5-day block definitely wasn't in my ministry. It wasn't what I was hoping to do for my 5-day block. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on home, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. As y'all can see, crew scheduling could not leave me alone, and I have a turn today. It is 2:23. I make my way to the airport. I have a Greensville turn, so DC to Greensville, Greensville back. But I'm off tomorrow, so there will be no using me tomorrow. So I only brought my book bag on the off chance I get stuck in Greensville. So we're gonna go ahead and make our way to the airport, and I'll see you guys there. But I did just remember something yesterday while I was sitting hot. This flight attendant came up to me and she recognized me from YouTube. It was so exciting. I was so excited. I greatly appreciated her coming up to me and saying the kind words that she said. It definitely made my day. Made it worth sitting hot, that's for sure. But yes, now I am going to go ahead and make my way to the airport. Finally made it on the aircraft. It is now 5:39. So, been in the airport for entirely too long, in my opinion. But aircraft's finally here. Looks like they just finished with the valet bags from the inbound flight. We are going to have, I think it's a completely full flight going to Greensville. Let's see. There are literally just 2 seats available as of right now. And so mostly full flight heading to Greensville. Gonna be at Ask Early today. And yeah, we're just showing the road. Captain says it's gonna be an hour and a minute flight to Greensville, so that's not too bad. And then we are expecting some turbulence coming out of DC because there are thunderstorms in the area. And then he said it may be a little turbulence going into Greensville as well. So we'll go from there. Our passengers should be coming down soon. There's no special, so they all should just be coming down as soon as they get the A-OK to board us. I see that maintenance stop sign in the flight deck. So we'll see what that's all about. So we can get on up out of here. And it's crazy. Like, they literally threw a crew together on here. They grabbed someone who's sitting hot. They grabbed someone who was already flying. They grabbed me. And I'm not sure about the FO where he was when he was informed about this trip or this turn. But they knew this morning they needed people for this turn. So I don't know what happened to the crew that was supposed to do this turn. But it's just crazy. Adding a turn on your last day that was already delayed this morning. When I checked, it was already showing it was going to be delayed because of the inbound flights were going to be delayed. I don't know who I pissed off in school scheduling, but this 5-day, they've been not feeling it at all. So I'm working with a flight attendant who is more junior to me, but I asked her if she had a preference, and she was like she wanted to work the front. So that's cool. That is cool. Like I said, going to Greensville is a completely full flight, but coming back, shoot, since I got time, I can look down and see what that's going to be looking like. Before I do that, let me see if she told them that we're good to board. Okay, yeah, so they should be coming down shortly. Yeah, she's pretty empty. I love that for me. Love that for me. I'm going to keep that back row empty. I'm going to keep that back row empty. Spread these people out. Spread these people out too. have made it to Greenville. How do you pronounce it? We made it here. And we're going to do a quick turnaround. It's not a completely full flight, thankfully. So we're going to do a quick turnaround, head back to DC, and hopefully these people can make it for their connections. I'm going to try to move some folks around if I can to get them closer to the front if they have a connection. So that's all I can do. Can't do nothing else. But I'll do everything in my power that I can. So we should be out of here shortly. We had made it to the car, y'all. We had made it to the car. I didn't record much once I got back to DC. I was trying to get cruising. 1 second, there's a little mosquito that got in the car. Oh, Jesus. If you hadn't gotten in the car, you would have better survival rates. I wouldn't be trying to kill you right now. Yeah, I'm gonna give you opportunity. But if one of your little skeeter friends get in here, get out. Okay. As I was saying, yeah, made it back to the car, and I didn't record much because literally when we got back from DC, I was helping with the valet bags, which is not something we have to do, but it does help the process. And one of the captain of the flight of the crew that's taking over the aircraft we brought in, he was doing it, and I've flown with him before. He's absolutely amazing. So I was helping him slide them up, and then when I came outside, the shuttle bus was about to pull away, so I had to put a little one-two pep in my step to get to the bus. So I was able to run and get to the bus, and now I'm at the car. The trip wasn't too bad. It was completely full going to Greensville, and it was not full at all coming back. I think we had like 50 something people coming back, and we were on a 700, so I mean not 700, 900, so there was plenty of seats that were open. But to my flight attendants out there, tell me if I'm crazy, but full flights are less maintenance than flights that are practically empty. There's just something about a completely full flight. It eliminates people moving around. Like, I literally had a guy get up during our safety demo, and I'm like, sir, sit down. Like, if you want to move your seat, ask us. 9 times out of 10, we will accommodate you if you ask. But if you take the initiative to just move without asking, no, go back to where you were. So that was frustrating. And I had 2 people do it. The one guy, he tried to move to the exit row. Like, we're not doing that today. We're not doing that today. Like, ask me, and I will see if we can move you. I need to check with weights and balances. I need to make sure that you're not throwing stuff off. Like, there's quite a few things that we need to account for before you just start moving on willy-nilly. It may not seem like a lot, but our numbers need to match. The flight deck numbers need to match. Based off of how passengers were stacked, I could tell that they put most of the bags not in the back cargo, but in the middle cargo spot. So it's stuff like that they don't think about, and then just get attitude when you call them out on it. But I get off my little soapbox. But yeah, I've been released. This was the end of this 5-day, and baby, I don't know how I'm gonna make it through these next couple of 5 days. I don't know. This is definitely gonna be the last month that I do this on purpose. Oh my gosh. So thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, live freely, love always, travel often. Bye.